Greetings Internet, DDA here, and welcome to the first set of videos that we have from New Hampshire Regional, where I have a special guest commentator, Azra Strife. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah, so we're really excited about seeing these two players face off. We have Josh Duquette here on the right with Saiyan Empowered Brawly and Tommy D, man in Namekian Restored Gohan on the left.
Josh is a good friend of mine, so I actually like Josh.
Yeah, so Tom's going to start out here first. Very good thing that he started out first against Brawly. He's actually going to drop Piccolo Ally. Super strong play here early game.
Not as relevant against Brawly because he can just eraser cannon until Gohan gets Icarus.
Well, that's the thing. With Icarus in play, Piccolo's going to be able to protect him from the second banish from the eraser cannon.
Yeah, and unless Josh gets really kind of frisky and throws a tantrum blind, I don't think that's ever going to happen though.
Yeah, I know that Josh was actually running a budgeted Brawly build. He played no ultra rares in this deck. Not a single ultra rare.
I think you need to at least run Unleashed, in my opinion, in this deck, but, I mean,
well,
more power to him.
He was actually undefeated going into round 6. He lost the last round, so he ended up 6-1 in Switch, which was extremely impressive. I saw some of his matches, and it was just very one-sided.
Josh is a great player.
Yep, Josh is going in, and it looks like Tom's grabbing an ally. He's either going to go for Icarus or Chi-Chi. Probably Icarus.
I feel you go for Icarus here, and if you draw into your searcher with Chi to go get Chi-Chi.
Yeah, it looks like he already pulled out Icarus, so that's what we know he's going for.
Yeah, because I think Tom was running 3 overpowerings. I don't remember if he was running Sobering Hammer, and I know he was running 3 Chest Explosions.
I don't think he was running Sobering Hammer.
So he's at least got Overpowering Attack to go get Chi-Chi, and with Josh only having a 3-card hand, probably doesn't think that he needs Chi-Chi that bad right now.
Yeah, it's really interesting, actually. Tom ran 0 board control in this deck, so his deck is actually tuned pretty well for the Brawly matchup.
Yeah.
So Josh is actually going to start off with his power here. Reveal, Face Crusher, and what is that, Face Strike?
Yeah.
Double Face.
Yeah, all the face. I'm not sure I like doing the initial reveal, especially when you only have 3 cards in your hand. You're giving 66% of your hand away, especially when one of those cards is going to get another card that your opponent knows is coming.
Yeah, I don't mind revealing Face Crusher, but I usually don't like revealing Face Strike to my opponent because I don't want him to know that I'm going to instantly level with it.
Right. Well,
Tom's actually going to do Confrontation here.
Tom's just going to know the whole hand.
Yeah. All right, well, obviously the choice here is Spin Kick. There's really no question, in my opinion. Either that or Face Crusher. I mean, maybe Face Crusher would be bad, too.
Well, Icarus protects against Spin Kick. I feel you take the Face Crusher, just because the Face Crusher can chain into more. You can deal with the Spin Kick, because it's not like Brawly's going to have a ton of ways of banishing your allies.
Yeah, I don't know what Tom has in his hand right now, but if he does have an ally tutor, I don't know what he held last turn, but if he does have an ally tutor, definitely take the Face Crusher. I think
either way, though, I think Josh is going to level 2 this combat.
Yeah.
So he takes the Face Crusher, then he's got 5 Anger and those 2 cards. If he takes the Spin Kick and the Face Crusher hits, he's got 5 Anger.
Yeah, it's crazy that Face Strike actually gains 3 Anger and Empowered Mastery. I think we're going to miss that.
Yeah, so now it's just 2.
I feel like Saiyan needs more. It needs another 2 Anger card, I feel. Maybe 1.
It could definitely use a couple of more printed 1 Anger cards at least.
Yeah. He's really thinking about this a long time. You know, we were actually joking, especially during the finals match, because there was no time limit on the finals match. Tom is a very meticulous player, we'll say. He was definitely thinking about his moves for a very long time during the top cut. And hey, you know, it showed off. He did go on to win the event.
Yeah, can definitely tell. I think the Face Crusher is the right call there, because he's going to Spin Kick, kill Icarus, because if he doesn't, then the effect is going to fizzle. And then that's going to give an action to Thomas to possibly Overpowering Attack for Icarus again.
I do like how they ruled that with Icarus. Like, if you actually target another ally, the effect fizzles.
Yeah. which a lot of people didn't realize at first.
Yeah, I mean, this game kind of handholds you through because of the whole, both players and mandatory effects. So there's a lot of handholding there, but it's nice to see some actual power playing with this kind of effect.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
So he is going to spin kick to Icarus.
This does 5 here. You just take it on Piccolo? No.
Probably take it on Piccolo. I mean, if he doesn't have an eraser cannon in his hand, the rest of his hand, so it's just face strike. So don't want to lose the AT on Gohan yet.
Yeah, and you're probably just gonna let that face strike hit anyway. Looks like he has a hand blast. No, he has a hand blast for sure. I don't know what the rest of his hand is.
Yeah, Tom played this deck extremely powerful energy beats. He just went all face all day. I saw him do chest explosions for 13 against Broly, chest explosions for 11. Just tons and tons of damage he was pushing.
So that hand explosion or that hand burst hit, let him draw whatever he rejuved from the turn before. This face strike is gonna do 6. Probably not gonna crit though. Well, it might. Nope. Maxwell, such a good card.
Of course. So he does have no stages any longer to perform any energy attacks. Looks like he has an energy deflection in his hand, an energy block. Yeah, that is an energy deflection in his hand. I'm not sure what else he has in his hand though.
It's probably gonna pitch the deflection to mastery. If he pitches anything.
See, and we're showing kind of the difference between... Oh, he has Chien in his hand right now. We're showing kind of the difference between Gohan builds here. And there's definitely 2 ways you can build this deck. You can build it restored and kind of go for the beats, which gives you the hand cycling in and outside of combat. Or you can go for the knowledge for the MPPV. So it was energy deflection. That's what it was.
And so he drew actually really poorly that turn.
Yeah.
Had he not had the confrontation, that combat could have ended even 4.
So obviously he was holding the confrontation, I'm assuming then. Yeah, there's no way he was holding energy deflection.
No.
So Tom's going to go here, hopefully be able to recover a little bit. Drop that Chien he drew last combat.
So it's unfortunate for Tom that Josh got to level 2 in that first combat, because Josh is going to advance to level 2 going into the next combat and only have 3 stages to work with.
Yeah.
But could be worse. Josh could have got to level 3.
Yeah, rejuvenate that salvo. I didn't get a chance to see what card Tom held there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. So now Josh is just taking his time. He knows that he doesn't have to worry about him powering up, because he's going to go right back to 3 above at the end of going into the next combat.
Yeah, obviously Tom keeping that salvo on the bottom. It does cost about, I think, 6 right now. So it doesn't really have the stages for that.
Is that the one that's energy cost is like 7 minus Dragon Balls in play?
Yeah, something like that. I can look it up real quick. Oh wait, no, that's not, because
I'll look it up.
We're rolling here.
Yeah,
He's actually going to drop Heritage Drill, which was key in many of his matches this tournament. That's how he was able to do the chest explosion for 13. He is going to have to discard if he uses his power.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not a lot of people run that drill.
He does run the what is it? The Energy Guard? I can't remember.
Cross Guard.
Yeah, Cross Guard. Okay, when you rejuvenate it, you get to play a drill from your discard pile.
Yep. Salvo is 5 stage cost, -1 for every Dragon Ball in play to a minimum 0.
I got you.
Lower anger 2, 7 life cards hit use a crit effect. Wow,
Yeah,
that's actually really solid energy.
Very, very strong card. Yes, absolutely. So looks like Josh is going to initiate combat here. Tom instantly using power. Yeah, Chi-Chi is the right call here.
See if I'm right.
Yeah, no, it has to be Chi-Chi.
Yeah. There's no other call that you really need, because the other allies he's running, I mean, Yamcha's not going to do anything. Yeah, Jirobe's not going to do anything. Chaozu's in the discard pile.
I mean, maybe he could have gotten Trunks, tried to go for hand value.
He could have.
No, but Chi-Chi's the far superior play.
Yeah.
In the least, he can ensure that, if he has a Racer Cannon, he at least has the Piccolo for it, so.
Yeah.
Oh. And here we go. Here comes Big Bad. Big Bad Broly revealing the tantrum for getting the crit. Actually going to crit Piccolo. He must have an Eraser Cannon.
No, he wants to throw the tantrum.
Okay.
Either really wants to throw the tantrum to level, or he does have an Eraser Cannon. That's the only two things I can think of.
Yeah, Tantrum does give 4 anger optimally.
Yeah, potentially, and he's already sitting at 2, I think. I need to read how Brawly level 2 is worded, because I know I got kind of hosed because I messed up on Brawly level 1, where I didn't reveal in time, and they had already taken the damage and missed the banner. So I'm wondering if that's the case with the level 2 as well.
Oh, wow. So actually, Tom's going to do Chest Explosion here. Probably going to go grab Goku, I assume.
It's not a bad call, because he can go get either Assistance Drill, which is the fair Blacksmith's Drill, or get Heritage Drill again.
So this is actually going to come in hot for 10 right now. Pretty awesome how much damage this card can do.
Is it 10?
Yeah, it does 5 plus X for the number of Saiyans, so there's 3 Saiyans in play.
Jeez.
Gonna actually kill the Time as a Warrior's Tool pretty early. Good to kill that early. And a Tree of Might, so usually Brawly players only play 1 tree, so it's good to see that hit the discard pile as well.
Getting to retrieve Piccolo. That way he can draw him back.
Yeah, so I don't know how many Heritage Drills he actually plays. Maybe only 1.
2.
Maybe he
runs 2.
Oh, he runs 2, actually. So he's going to be able to Goku for Heritage Drill here.
He runs 2 of that and 2 of Assistance Drill.
All right, here comes the Body Blow. And it's great that Tom was able to kill the tree there, because this is going to severely reduce Josh's damage to him.
Yeah, so he's going to go for Rescue. Not a lot of Saiyan Brawlies running Body Blow anymore with Unleashed, but I guess because Josh decided not to run Unleashed, Body Blow's a really good replacement.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he didn't run it by choice,
or if he just didn't.
If he just didn't have it. Yeah, I mean, he kept calling it a budget build, so I assume he just didn't have it.
That's fair. Not everybody has the luxury of. There's time.
Yeah, I mean, I only myself have 1 Unleashed, so.
I just got my 3rd one today. I was very happy.
Tom's going to respond with Tien. What a great, have that blanket of time on and just be able to Tien and not worry about anything.
Oh, man. That's the worst feeling as a Brawly player, to hit a Face Crusher on the last card of damage.
Especially 3 life cards of damage.
Yeah, that's the worst. Put Saiyan Smack back into the deck for later, if you can actually kind of get that comboed off with a huge mill.
Yeah, pretty much Tom's deck, I know. I was watching him play against many Brawly players all day. And he was always keeping that Smack in mind. He knew to hold physical blocks for it and constantly keep the number of Smacks that they had in their deck in his head. That's probably why he's doing so much thinking over there.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you have to, when you're playing an ally deck against Brawly, that's something you have to always be aware of. Which is why you also need to be sure that you're leveling at appropriate times. But I have a feeling he's not going to level off of level 2. From here on out.
He was a camp level 2 build. I don't think I saw him leave level 2 all day. He is going to Goku Power for the Heritage Drill just to push the extra damage.
Jeez, all his style attacks are doing a base of 4 plus 4 life cards. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. See, this is where we're going to come in play with the whole. I just saw. I can't remember the highest energy attack I must have saw him hit was the Chest Explosion for 13. It must have been the highest. He also does play the setup that tutors an ally and makes your attacks do +2.
Oh. Wow. I haven't seen anybody play that one. That's good.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many copies he plays, but... So he's actually gonna... He must have stopped the... Oh, no, the backbreaker was stopped by time, right.
And then a Maxwell for 10 and a 4 anger lower?
Yeah.
Josh he threw the backbreaker just to try to get to level 3.
Yeah, this is really punishing here.
And Josh is in a bad spot right now. He's like Tom has such control of this game right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many eraser cannons Josh was actually running in his Brawly
2.
build. 2? See, most Brawlies are cut it down to 2 eraser cannons, and I would not do that.
I wouldn't. I think that card's too good.
Yeah. Especially with all the coolers running around. Like, Cooler loves his board cards.
Yep. Like, I mean, it's a free energy attack that does stages, so it still progresses your stage lock condition while also giving you board control. Like, I think 3 is just really good, especially because you're not running a whole lot of board yourself.
Right. I guess there would be maybe some situations that you would possibly banish your own tree and play. Maybe. It's
so
possible.
at the worst case scenario, you banish your own tree and then you just don't throw it. If like tree is if your own tree is your own target, you just don't throw it.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Tom's doing more thinking.
Oh, Endicom. I think we're going into Endicom.
Well, let's see. I think Josh just threw his second backbreaker into time. Yep. All right, going for the chest explosion. All right, so
he goes for Trunks.
This one's going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 13 right here.
Oh, sweet lord. This is so much damage.
It's sick and wrong is what it is.
This is what Chest Explosion was designed for. It's just Cell abused it in set 5.
And you know, I hate myself. And when I was building my Gohan deck, like I looked at Chest Explosion and I looked at Trunks and Goku Ally, and I just passed them over. And you know, it just takes one player to look at certain cards and see the interaction in their head and be like, you know what, I'm gonna make a deck with that.
Yeah, like that's holy smokes.
Yeah, really bad habit here by Tom. This is a little pet peeve of mine to actually discard the attacks before they fully resolve. He shouldn't be doing that because he keeps rejuvening the top card with Gohan's power and having to take the card that he's playing off the top of his discard pile.
Yeah. Is Chest Explosion not banish after use?
No, it is not. I don't think so.
What? Card's so good. It's got... Oh, wow.
And a freaking hand cannon to top things off. Or what is that?
For 9, the hand burst for 9. Allows him to draw into another card.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the Maxwell that he just rejuved.
Yep. So that's another 10.
He doesn't have enough stages to do the Maxwell, I don't think.
Yeah, he does. He's got Trunks. Trunks
I didn't see Trunks on the end there.
Like, holy smokes, this is a lot of damage.
And this is what he was doing all day today. I saw him play 4 different Brawly decks throughout the day. And I'm pretty sure he beat every single one of them.
Well, from what I saw from a lot of the list, Brawly decks aren't running energy defenses. They're just kind of relying on stage loss. Or being able to
that
do
Josh
stage
hit that face crusher there, though, for endurance.
Yeah. Josh looks like he has maybe 15, 20 cards left.
Yeah. He would be in a much better position if he was actually level 3 right now.
Jeez. And this is going into turn. This is going to go into Thomas's turn. Like, jeez.
Oh, actually, I remember this play. This is actually a really good play by Josh here, and I complimented him on this play after the match because he waited for the tantrum. He waited waited until he exhausted all his cards, played it, and then got the unstoppable, unpreventable sword strike here.
Oh, jeez.
Right through time. Great play here by Josh.
Yeah, for I think 11.
I mean, I think Gohan's in A right now, is he not? He's 1 above, so...
I think 1 above on level 2 he's in B, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so...
Either 11
he
or
is
12.
in B, that's what, 8, 10? So it's either 10 or 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, he's going to get some nice damage and a crit.
What do you crit here, Chi-Chi?
Yeah,
you have to. Because you have to try to make up some ground here. But this is going back into Thomas's turn. He's got Trunks on the table.
And get the
Brawly's going back. Yep, Brawly's going back to 1.
Just insult to injury. I mean, he did get the unstoppable sword strike there to push some damage. That was an admirable play. But I mean, the momentum is just far in Tom's favor right now.
Yeah, that combat was huge. Like, time plus like 4 energy attacks, all for minimum 9. Like, ow.
Yeah, and it's crazy because this is the second kind of Gohan deck that actually went on to win a regional, and we can just see the differences in deck building. So, I hate when I hear players talk about different tier 1 decks, because now this deck is probably going to be considered a tier 1 deck because of how ridiculously well it did. There's just a ton of decks out there that are viable, people.
I don't know if I can consider this deck tier 1. I think this deck was an amazing call.
It was amazing meta call, yeah, for sure.
But I don't know if I would call it tier 1. But it's definitely going to make people start thinking that it's going to be the same thing that when Tim won with Tag Gohan. Like, people are going to remember that allies are a threat.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I've built this deck several times, and I always run into so much tug of war, and I lose because of it. Because Namekian Gohan doesn't have a way to get allies from the Banish Zone.
Yep.
So,
but not a lot of like top tier decks are running tug of war.
Cooler Black Cooler.
Cooler does, yeah. Black Cooler does.
That Coombs was running at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that setup that I was talking about earlier. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it tutors an ally from your discard pile.
Reinforced catch.
And then makes your attacks do +2 life cards. So actually, he has +6 damage on the board right
now. that's nuts. But yeah, like, I think decks like this make people remember that just being Brawly, like being Brawly by himself, does not mean you don't fear allies.
Especially when you only run 2 eraser cannons.
Yeah. 2 eraser cannons, 3 spin kicks, and you can't get to level 3.
I mean, because if he drew an eraser cannon right now, he would be fine. He would be golden.
Yep.
I mean, not fine, but like at least better off.
Let's see what he's gonna rejuve. Let's see what Thomas rejuves here.
See, I don't think he wants to rejuve right now because Chi-Chi's on top, and he wants to leave the Chi-Chi in the discard pile for the setup. Oh, he's actually gonna discard down to 0.
With the flinch.
Wow.
Gets Icarus back.
What a pro play here by Tom.
That was smooth. That was smart.
So, I mean, that was a little risky because he did give up a physical block for that.
But he can reveal it and put it right to the top.
Right, of course. At the same time, though, he is reducing his hand size by 1.
But he knew that he would at least be going even in hand because Josh didn't have any cards in his hand either. And he had TN on the field, which can get him a card.
So even considering the card down, Josh is still not going to... Well, it actually would be even in cards then. Josh is still not going to enter combat. This is getting rough over here. It looks like he only has about, I don't even know, 9 cards left.
It was 12, but yeah. I mean, that's like 1.5 attacks from Gohan right now.
Or 1 attack.
Yeah, and I think all 3 face crushers are gone.
Yeah, I think that's what they're counting right now. I know one is in the Banish Zone. He did shuffle one. I see 2.
Yeah, at least
actually
one
2.
Yeah.
So 1 is actually still in deck. So it's possible he could have that shield there to maybe give him 1 action against Gohan.
Yeah. That is if... Well, because Thomas can just pass here, rejuve the flinch again, get Chi-Chi into play.
Yeah, and this is kind of why maybe Josh should have entered, even though he knew he had the flinch, because he's basically sealing his own fate by passing.
Yeah. Because he can rejuve the flinch, put Chi-Chi into play, then put the flinch back on top.
This is just kind of a losing battle, really. Like, there's almost... Like, because I don't even know if he would have been able to accomplish anything entering with a 3-card hand. Locked on level 1. He doesn't have Unleash, so it's not like he can build momentum that way.
Yeah, he can't spike jump, which is what he really needs right now. I mean, the only combo I could see him being able to work is not going to happen in this build.
He would have to at least tantrum with level 1 power if he wanted to have any chance right now.
The only thing that I could see actually, like, would be if he was running Unleashed and Dig. Unleashed to 2 and then hit a Dig up to 3.
Oh, wow.
That's the only thing I could think of.
That'd be good game right there.
And then into a smack. Like, that would seal the game, but like that's all of your pieces falling into place.
So he's actually going to go grab Piccolo, probably again for the Eraser Cannon defense, just to say, I mean, he has enough stages and enough life cards left that he doesn't really need Chi-Chi. So he's more just worried about his board and being able to keep what he has on the board.
Yeah, and he probably wants to also make sure that that random tantrum isn't going to hit and prolong the game. Because if he can keep him down on level 1 or level 2, like, there's no way that Josh wins this. The only way he wins is if he gets up to 3 or 4. He has 10 cards now.
He has 9 right now.
Yeah, that's how math works.
Yeah, 12 minus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right, so Josh is actually going to initiate combat. Start off with his power. Do we see the tantrum? We do not.
I mean,
gut kick and grab, so that's 2 good cards.
Those are pretty good.
Grab's going to do 1 damage to Josh.
Well, he'll be able to level. He'll at least be on level 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Once he gets Maxwelled. If he gets Maxwelled again, then it's just sad. So I think you just take the 4 stages on Icarus and call it a day.
Yeah. Or take it with Gohan. I mean, either or. He does have enough.
Yeah, he does want to. Yeah, he wants to get down.
Yeah, he does have enough allies in play that there's no way Brawly's going to banish all of them. He has enough stages to play with.
He probably wants to
ally's
get down
at least at 3 or 2. Yeah.
He probably wants to get down to be able to take full effect of reinforced catch, so that he can get that extra +2 from the ally that can perform attacks.
And here it comes.
Get Chi-Chi, just to make sure. Just be like, nah, I'm gonna block the gut kick.
You know, a lot of Tom's matches today were kind of like this. You know, it was either a blowout in his favor or just a really grindy game.
I could definitely see that from this deck.
I never saw him get blown out. Never happened. It may have happened, but I didn't see it.
Did he go undefeated in Swiss, or what did he lose to?
No, I don't remember what his final record was. I want to say he's one of the 5 and 2s because I think, yeah, he must have been 5 and 2.
Curious what he lost to. Trying to think of what this deck would be weak against.
I would say probably, honestly, I feel like Black Cooler.
Yeah, I could see this deck being weaker against Black Cooler.
Yeah, because you have Coombs played the Tugs, and then you have Declaration to target like Piccolo, and then Supernova auto crits.
Yeah, and you have the ability to just recycle Corruption as a block and then as banishment.
Yep. So I feel like
some key allies on Corruption. It's huge.
Yeah, because he actually Tom actually ended up playing Bulger in top 4, I think. Yeah.
Oh, this card is fantastic. I love this card.
It's spectacular.
The one that's like, if you prevent it, I get to rejuve this and another card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, this is also going to do 11.
Oh, there it is. There's a block. We were waiting for that, Broly.
Has to do one damage to himself.
Oh, I actually remember talking to Duquette after this game, and how he just banished Crunch there, and he was actually looking for that Crunch because he had no more smacks left in his life deck, but he had a Crunch left.
He could have crunched into a smack. That actually would have been huge.
Mm-hmm. But doing the gut kick here for very minimal things. Looks like Tom's just going to tap Chi-Chi off screen there to block it.
It's like, I don't even need to show Chi-Chi. You know she's there. So, Tom's got to skip.
I don't think I remember Tom using Icarus at all. Well, he did get a discard in the first combat.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to use him the first time.
Yeah, Josh has only 7 cards left.
Yeah, 1 from the draw and then 1 for the enhanced reflexes. I don't see any way that Thomas.
No, it's not happening. It's just the inevitable is coming. Tom's at +6 damage right now, but hey, why not? I think he's afraid of the smack. That's what he's looking for right now.
Yeah, you could see him pause over it right there. He's counting them. Yep, 1, 2, 3. He's like, all right, I'm good. Yep, there's nothing that I have to worry about now.
Yeah, I think the gut kick made him a little bit worried. He does have a block in his hand, but he has a block and Chi-Chi on the board, so he's just going to tap Chi-Chi.
So I wonder if he, well, now he has a block for that, because that could do some decent damage.
Yeah.
Like 9 life. 8 life.
Surprisingly, though, even though that Tom got out so hard in the beginning, his life deck's looking kind of low over there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he also did like 6 damage to himself through Maxwell's.
Yeah, Maxwell's, and then likewise tutoring all the allies and the drills and everything.
Yeah, he has probably almost the 10th of his deck on the field. Almost.
So he's really thinking about this flinch here. He wants to use it to stop. I think he has enough life cards to just take it. He doesn't know what his Josh's last card is in his hand. But either way, if it's a block, I'm sure he has another attack. He at least has Tien. And if it's not a block and it's an attack, he's just going to kill him with his next attack. Oh, he does have has that face crusher still in life deck, so he could actually take 2 attacks. So he is going to decide to flinch.
And he's going to Tien for 6?
7.
No, 7.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh,
last
actually was
another
block.
To banish another block. Alright, I think Josh is dead now.
Yep. So as long as, even with just Icarus, I think he can seal the game, because Icarus will do 3 life cards.
Wow, that setup is incredibly good.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that would affect Icarus, too.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many copies he played. Did he play 2 of them? That setup?
I had the list pulled up. Yeah, he played 2 of that, 2 of the Assistant Drill, and 2 of the Heritage Drill.
Wow. And actually, he only played a single ball in this deck. Only Namek Dragon Ball 2, and showing its value in this game.
Yeah, I really like that, because I think a lot of decks, especially like Namekian Gohan decks, try to have all 7 balls in there for like added secondary win condition. And Thomas was like, no, I just want to blast people in the face.
Yep. So he actually did, Josh did get the face crusher there on the second card. So I think he only has,
5 cards left.
Now he has 4 because he used 2 enhanced reflexes.
And he's going to get to rejuve that plus the bottom card. If you're Josh, do you go mastery fishing? Do you fish for another attack? It doesn't matter. He can kill him with a non-buffed Icarus.
Yeah, he could just kill him with anything right now. So this is the top 16 match again at New Hampshire Regional. Josh shooting off his power, and then Tom responding with Icarus for the end of the game right here.
3, 2, 3, and then they're gonna pass. It's gonna go into Tom's turn.
Still searching the discard pile, just really ensuring. That
I think he really wants to. Wait, what has?
Oh, he reduced flinch with Icarus.
Oh, is he gonna kill him with Chaozu? Oh, that's so mean.
No, he can't, because flinch comes into play at 3.
Sad. I wanted to see Chaozu for 11.
Yeah, so I think that's it here. So it's really sad, we saw Josh take Budget Brawly to 6-0, then 6-1 to his top cut at New Hampshire, and lose in the first round. I mean, he lost to the inevitable winner, so that's definitely a good run to say that you lost to the person who won.
It's nothing to be sad. There's nothing to be upset about. Like, Josh played really well. There's nothing he really could have done in that game.
So great game to both players, and just overall, Tom showing the power his deck has against Brawly. He built his deck for this Brawly meta. He plays 0 board control, no Krillin, no Ball 4. It's craziness over there.
Yeah, just damage upon damage.
All right, well, thanks for joining me, Azareth, and we'll see you next match.
No problem.